Welcome back to Music Scrap, the musical scrapper. We had a bit of a technical issue. So I am back and continuing with my page. I've just finished trimming, doing an edge punch. That's all you missed during the technical issue. Right, and trim this at 1 inch. Barb, nice to see you. For those of you watching the recording, thank you for watching. This is recorded live on ustream.tv/channel/music scrap. So there is a live chat. And so when you hear me saying hello and welcome to people, these are I'm going to mark it on the back. Actually, you may as well do them both at the same time because they're going to be the same length. Hello, Jan Twinster. And in case people are wondering why Jan and I call each other Twinster, it's because she's Jan, J-A-E-N, and I'm Jean, J-E-A-N, so our names are sort of twinsters. So. This is my scrapbook for our Florida trip in 1974, Joan. And this is Busch Gardens pages. I'm like, where did my other one go? And it's like, right here. I started it on Monday, but I didn't put my part 1 and part 2 up on YouTube because it was an absolute disaster. My Cameo wasn't working properly, which I think I sorted out because it was working perfectly yesterday for me. And then my trimmer wouldn't work properly. And then even these 2 little strips I'm going to use right here. And I use my glue pen on this strip because it's easier than trying to run. The glue in these is, it's called a two-way glue pen because the glue is permanent if you put it down before the glue dries, but you can let it dry on the surface to the air and it will be repositionable. Okay. For those of you who have just arrived, oh, this one's totally messed up. Why is it totally messed up? This one's a little crooked, but it's not too bad. So let's try and get another trim out here of green. Oh, Jean, you didn't line that up right. I forgot what trimmer I was on. All right. 1/4 inch. Yeah, this is an old blade. I'm actually gonna, let's see if this other one's better because I haven't cut much chipboard with it. It might be a little sharper actually. Let's see. I'm obviously gonna have to buy some new blades for this because I'm giving up on my Stampin' Up! Trimmer. Don't like it at all. Okay, hold on. Yeah, here it is. I absolutely love this paper. And I only had one of this. I love it. So I had to use it. Got 2 more photos somewhere here. Where'd you guys go? We've got 2 more. They're postcards. Where the heck did they go? See? Every time I go live, something weird happens. Like, I lose stuff. This is the Flume ride. That's coming into the end of the Flume ride. And this is one of the... Alright. Who stole my other postcards? I know someone did. I know someone. Just make sure they're not sticking to the bottom of my page. No. Alright, they're not there. They're not there. Did they stick to the bottom of my trimmer? No. Maybe they stuck to the bottom of my other trimmer. Let's make sure they're not under there. Oh, hold on, found them. Oof, almost fell off my desk. They were way over to the edge. Okay, so I think that one goes there. And this one goes here. Okay. And then I'll have a little little writing there. Oh, yay, Orla. They are fun, aren't they, Joan? And believe me, Nova Scotia, especially the place where we grew up in Nova Scotia, was small and didn't have any such fun things. So everything that we did in Florida to us was a novelty, something we could never do at home. Some are postcards. Then I went online and I printed off some extra photos that were like old. I looked for old pictures of bush gardens so that I would have enough for my page. It slipped off on me. Doesn't happen very often. There we go. Yeah, they had a very cool, you know, one of those bird shows where the birds ride little bicycles across a line and do fancy tricks with little basketballs, and oh, it was so fun. So many great memories, you know. Oh, why is it doing that on me? Oh, hold on. Huh, it's weird. Some reason it's not staying. For some reason it's not staying down and it's under the clip. Being annoying. I recorded it, Orla. I thought it was a beautiful wedding. And I thought they did a great job of adding things that they wanted instead of totally just sticking to the royal norm. I think it's wonderful because after all, it is their wedding. It's not just a royal wedding. And I was very nice, glad to see that they did that. I know there are reports that some people in the UK aren't happy that they did that, but I am happy that they did that. Hey, CB, nice to see you. Of course, speaking of the royal wedding, for those of you watching the recording, a question came up in chat. So there's the left-hand page. Welcome back, Norma. This roll is going to be a pain. I can see that right now. Okay. But believe me, I would have gone more broke, long ago if I was using those small little little wee thingies and not this. Because this has like 10 times the sticky on it, and I still go through these like crazy. So I would never be able to scrapbook had I not bought my framing gun. And of course I bought this before Scotch came out with the pink one for scrapbookers. So this is like a framing one. It's got a better feel actually than the pink one, to tell you the truth. It's still plastic, but it's better plastic. It's a little bit lighter. Not much, but a little bit lighter. I did buy a pink one for a short period of time. Oh, actually, I want to put this one down first because it's got the yellow to line up with. Yeah, Orla, I still have my mug. I still have my Charles and Diana mug, actually. I didn't get anything with William and Kate, but I would love to get William and Kate and Meghan, and I would love to. I also have the People magazine that announced Diana's death and stuff. I have that on my bookshelf. See, there it goes again. Oh, this is going to drive me crazy. it's riding up and it's not staying under the, I don't know, I've only occasionally do I come across ones that do that. I don't know why. And it's not just this brand. I've had Scotch ones do it too. Anyway, I'll just have to keep fixing it. Okay. I just have to check it every time to... It's already riding up. Better finish this roll quick, or I'll be changing before the roll's done. Okay. Alrighty. No, there's a clip. There's a clip here, like a little foot at the top, that's supposed to stop the tape from riding up above it, but for some, I don't know what's going on. Don't know. Okay. Sometimes the little white center plastic thing's a little warped. And okay, so there's my double layout. So now I need to add my, I don't want to write a whole lot. I'm going to write in white under these photos. This, I don't have to write anything about these. So this, I'm going to write here that will kind of, here we wrote, all 6 of us, this is not a picture of us, I got this online, but all 6 of us kids got to ride on an elephant. So I'm going to write that in white, my white gel pen. Oh, I will, CB. I'll make it work. Oh, come on, really? It's working fine on my finger. Why are you not rolling? Wade, Kevin, and Lynette. Got to ride an elephant. Thanks, Orla. First time. And of course, one of the nice things about Busch Gardens was you paid to get in, and it included everything. Once you paid to get in the doors. Oh, it could be, Norma. It could be gummed up a little bit, but it's actually the tape roll, I think, is... I haven't done scrapbooking in so long. I think I ordered these tape rolls like 2 years ago, so goodness only knows if they've gotten... But it happens occasionally if it's not quite, you know, wound right or whatever. Okay, now I need black for... I have my favorite black one for writing in my book. It's my fine tip. It has an F, yeah. My Faber-Castell Pitt pen with the F for fine. I don't know if it says a point or anything on it. I can't see. But it's fine anyway. It's a lovely tip for writing. Okay, so here Cute otters. Love otters. Okay. That is ready to go in my book. And ready to go on to my next set of pages. So if my sisters do find photos, they're going to scan them and send them to me, and then I'll add pictures. But I mean, even if I don't, I still have some. These are enough to keep my memories going. Okay, so for those of you who came late, I made this pocket inside the front cover of my book for the cute little puzzle book that American Airlines gave us on the plane. So this is what I've got so far. Finally got my, for those of you who came late, got my Cameo working properly. You could bring me, Sabine. You could bring me to Maryland to meet Joan. So this is my first Busch Gardens one. You can see I made a pocket so that I could have, this has some cool pictures. And the map. And I didn't want to cut it up and glue it on a page. So this way I get to take it out and have a look at it. The same on this page for those who came late. I turned this little gift bag into I just cut a slot in the page protector, and then I reinforced the slot. And so then I can put this, I'm going to actually sit down and read this later because I haven't read it in a long time. It has a map. That's what Disney World looked like when we went. It was much smaller. Much, much smaller. Our favorite ride in Disney World, well, I should say my favorite ride in Disney World was, It's a Small World, and then the Jungle Cruise was the second favorite. And I like to do my journaling as I go. Otherwise, I never seem to get back and do it later. So I always do my journaling as I go. See, another similar layout. I like to put my photos, yeah. Now, no, on my other scrapbooks, I don't usually do this many photos on a page or this size. I usually do 3 by 4, but. Hey, Kimberly. CB, I think the only thing I did was I unlocked the roller bar and locked it again, and I think I didn't ever move it. I didn't ever touch it before, but I think somehow when it got sent to me, it wasn't quite locked tight, so it wasn't grabbing my paper correctly, because I only used it a few times, and I think because I was trying to use that textured paper, I think the texture was enough to move it out of sync because it wasn't locked properly. And that's the only thing I can think that it was, because I unlocked it and I locked it again and it worked fine. So here I also put a slit. Oh, Let me move it so you can see. I also put a slit in my page protector here so that I could put this flap out so that I could, you know, see it, because it has all the legend here for Bush Gardens. And then this is the one I just worked on. So next, oh, I don't have the pages in here yet. I'll take out the white ones. I'll use those for other things. That's just the plain white that comes with the page protectors. Okay. So an A4 cutting mat, that would be, those are similar to our letter size, right? A little slightly different dimensions, but I don't know if they would sell an A4 in the US, but they probably sell a letter size. Okay. All right. So next up is Kennedy Space Center. All right. I got my papers all ready for my Kennedy Space Center layouts. I'm going to use these. Oh, I've got a funny story about the Kennedy Space Center. Ah! Oh, my poor sister. So my younger sister was 10 when we went to Florida. I was 11. So Janice was in grade 6. I was in grade 7. My older sister was in grade 8. And Janice and I both did 2 years in one. She did kindergarten and grade 1 in the same year, and I did grade 1 and 2 in the same year. Oh, where's the rest of mine? Hold on. Oh, must be here still. Just a moment. Oh, hello. Where did you go? There it is. Hold on. No. Uh-oh. Oh, maybe it's in this bag. One moment, please, while I look for my paper. And it's not in here either. Where the heck is my paper? Okay, just, where is my other bag? I must have put it in. All right, let me look one more time in this pile to my left, but I may have to go out. It might be in my bag with my... Okay, it must be. Okay, one moment, please. One moment, please. Look at my lovely paper. Just, Okay, sorry about that, but I found what I was looking for. It slid underneath my desk and I just didn't see it. Of course, after I went out into the hallway and realized it wasn't there. Okay, hold on. All right. Okay, one moment. Oh, I've got to wash that bag. It's the bag for my score. But I spilled coffee all over it, so it's like filthy. Just needs to get wiped off. It's vinyl. So. Kimberly, yay, you got some. Yes, the deli paper, it does reproduce. Oh, gosh. Okay. Okay. All right. So I have this, and I have this one. This is Bow Bunny, and I bought to use it for till, but I'm going to use a couple sheets of it for me. I have this one too, but I think the spaceships are better instead of like the flying saucers. Except I don't know if I want to use this one. I think I only have one of this, so I think I'm going to keep this one for Till's layouts because I only have one of them. So I'm going to use this. And then I'm going to use the orange side. Okay. Okay. That works. Put that back in there for now until I have a better place to put it. Okay. Okay, so I think for this one I want to use half circles. So I'm actually going to make a circle and cut it on my silhouette because it will be much better. I wish they didn't do these double-sided because I like all of them. But so I started telling you the funny story about Kennedy Space Center. So at Kennedy Space Center, we did the tour, and we actually were allowed off the bus and into the large building where they put together the final preps. Let's see, where is it here? yeah, this final prep, we were actually allowed. I don't think they let people into this building anymore. I'm not sure, but I have a feeling I heard at one point people weren't allowed in for security reasons on tours. But anyway, maybe they do allow it now. But into this huge building, and I mean, it's so big because this is where they do the final putting together of all the rockets and stuff. Anyway, so the bus stopped out front and our tour guide counted us getting off. And we did the whole tour of the building. They have the Apollo, is it 11 or Apollo 13 that came back or burned out or whatever. Anyway, Apollo, that the capsule was there on display and stuff like that. Anyway, it was really cool. So we come back on the bus and our tour guide counts us all and we're all back there on the bus. And we go back to sit in our seats and there's my younger sister sound asleep on the bus. She missed the best part of the tour. I must say, except for going into this building and seeing this, it was the most boring tour ever. So if we couldn't go into this building, I would never tour Kennedy Space Center ever again. Which is one of the reasons why when we did our Bahamas cruise and we stopped in Port Canaveral, we did the trip to Universal Studios instead of the Kennedy Space Center tour because it was so boring in 1974. I don't know if it was just our guide that was boring, but it was so boring. My younger sister fell asleep. We didn't even realize that she didn't get off the bus with us. She missed the only interesting part of the whole tour. Poor thing. So funny. Anyway, yeah, I don't know why that. This was in another photo album, and it's something I don't need, and that's my Miami. So here's my stuff for Kennedy Space Center. Okay. Now, here's the thing. I actually may not need to use this because I'm pretty sure I have just plain orange cardstock that I can use. So let's trim this down first to 12 by 12. Actually, you know what? I think maybe because I'm going to have 2 sets of pages. So I think I'm actually going to make this be the half circle. Yes, I think that's what I'm going to do. Take your arm out, Jean, so that you can get it the right size. 12 by 12. Oh, I got stuff that's like just in the way of my trimmer there. Oh, now that didn't go straight. Jean, what are you doing? Let's try that again. Ugh. All right, there we go. Okay. Oh, thanks, Joan. Me too. Of course, things like that only happen when things like that only happen when you're streaming live, you know, because it was working fine, but then I tried to cut the textured cardstock and that just moved it enough to be an annoying result. Okay. All right, so I'm going to take you all with me to my Cameo Silhouette software here. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see my mouse or not, but we'll see what happens. All right. Just going to make it a little smaller so I can still see the chat. All right, so what I need to do is to make a circle. Choose the ellipse. And I'm going to make it, I'm just going to fill it in so it's easier for you guys and me to see with a little color there. Maybe not quite so bright. And I need to make it 11 by 11. Then I'll lock it in place so that if I move it, it's not going to. Okay. So I'm going to center it on my page so that when I draw my line to cut my and I'm going to make this a different color so that I can see it easily. Uh-oh, what happened? Hello? And I need to make it wider. Oh, I didn't choose it. Hold on. Let's send that to the back so that I can choose my line. And let's make it 2 points. And let's make it black. What? Black. Oh. Now, choose both. Oh, why don't I just use my cutter? Let's see if this works first. I forgot there's a knife that I could just cut it apart, but let's just modify, subtract. Now I have my 2 circles. Okay, so now I can get rid of this. All right. Okay. I'm just going to line them up. You can't hear me? Oh, sorry, you can't hear me? Oh, yes, I'm turned away. Just a moment. Let me turn my mic up a little bit. Is that better? I'll try and turn my head, CB. Okay. So I have to cut this twice. need to stand up so I can get this into my Cameo properly. And it is the deep cut blade, and you know what, I'm going to try my auto blade because I haven't tried my auto blade since I sorted out my issues. Okay. So the auto blade's fairly noisy. It's plain cardstock. Yeah, I think it's not that. I'm gonna do speed of 6 because it's not a very, it's just cutting a circle. But I'm gonna do, okay, 1 pass should do it. All right, send. That's the auto blade setting the, okay. It's a good time for you to take breaks, CB, because I'm just cutting here. Before I take it out, I'm just going to check and make sure it cut all the way through. And it did not. It did in one spot. Okay, I'm just going to do another cut. I didn't unload it, so it should cut right over in the same spot. I don't know why it has to adjust again when I'm doing exactly the same cut again. That's really weird, strange to me. Anyway. It was cut in most of the places, but there were a couple of places where it wasn't cut all the way through. So that's why I'm just going to cut again. All right, and I'm going to take you back to my desktop here. And I'm going to zoom in a little bit, actually. still see my page. Let's do an auto. Yeah, that's good. All right. Oh, well, I tell you, I slept 12 hours last night. So I guess that also helped when I woke up, helped me feel better, whatever it was I had with my bad sore throat yesterday. Well, it wasn't one of those sore throats where you can't swallow. I mean, it kind of hurt to swallow, but not one of those raw kind. It was like a lymph node. It was swelling. My neck was swollen, which is another reason why I'm pretty sure it was just an allergy. Yes, this is my Cricut spatula, but actually I like it better than... I didn't get a Cameo spatula, but I do know that I've seen it and I like this Cricut one better. I like the shape because it's bigger and I think it's thinner to get underneath the paper better. Okay. Because like this is really, really thin. You could actually cut yourself almost on the end of that. It's so thin, the Cricut one. All right, I'm not going to go back over to my software window because I'm just doing exactly the same thing with a second sheet because I'm going to have two sets of pages. So, all right. And I am going to put 2 passes on. I'm actually going to take it out this way so that if it does, it's going to pull the back off, not the front. See, I think this blade is, I'm going to have to order a new blade. I'm going to go online. Oh, do you, Joan? Yeah, you like the Cricut one better? Yeah. See this, I will ink the edges of that too, which will help a little bit with that fuzziness. I kind of messed up my mat too. It's got, it was cutting right into my mat, so there are some grooves cut into my mat, which is probably also why it's not cutting perfectly exactly. So of course there's a, that's cool. I'm going to use this on my other page. Ah, yes. Very cool. This is a making memories. I really like it. And I've had it for, well, almost since I started scrapbooking, so it's gotten a lot of use and it's not totally worn down yet, the sandpaper on it. I need to sweep my floor. Lots of little bits and pieces of paper on the floor. And burlap from where I frayed my burlap last night. I tried to collect most of it into the garbage, but yeah, you know how that goes. It kind of got a little... Oh, no, that's because it's... Okay. One moment, I'm just trying to get my scissors in here to trim this. Even when I have a line, I'm not very good at cutting straight with scissors, so I'm going to try and stay away from the actual side that I'm using. Thank goodness these blades are thin. You can get in there and trim that down. So once I get this done, I'm going to I'll see if my scanner mouse will scan the pages properly, and then send them off to Staples to get printed. To make copies for my sisters, because I don't have a 12 by 12 printer, although I would love to have a one. Yeah, I know, CB. Joan, do you have the Cameo 3? By the way, anyone out there who has the Cameo 3 and has a Mac, the update on the Silhouette software that came out last week has fixed the issue with the Mac Bluetooth not working. It now works on your iMac or your, I assume your MacBook Pro too if you use a Mac Pro. Like, where did I put my... I always put it on upside down first. I often just use a Cricut mat. The Cricut mats are thicker plastic, but you have to cut 1/4 inch off each end for it to feed in properly. Other than that, the Cricut mats will work. Or else you just have to know that you lose 1/4 inch off your 12 by 12 if you don't cut them down. See, it doesn't seem to cut evenly. The auto blade just doesn't cut as much on the center. That's okay. I'll figure it out. I am definitely ordering a new auto blade. We'll see if that's the issue. course, I know my settings on my, oops. Fix that later. Oh, you do have the, cool, you have a Cameo 3. I thought you did. I thought you did. And now that it's Bluetooth, I do like, you know, I mean, that just, it means one less wire on my computer desk, and I have so many wires. One less wire makes a difference. So, all right. This one came out a little bit smoother, except in this one little spot here. That's what I thought, CB. Perfect paper for this page. Okay. All right, just trying to fix up my circles because I am going to use this as well, these as well. Not wasting paper. All right, so now I have to decide what color I am going to use. I want definitely going to use orange, and then I think I'm gonna have to use, I don't know if I have any red. I don't think I have red. I don't have red. So I guess I'll have to use either light blue or lime green will work. Let's see what I've got here. I need to get some red cards, 12 by 12 cardstock, obviously. Oh, hold on. Hold the fort. Hold the fort. I just might have red cardstock somewhere else. Yes. Actually, just a moment. I've got shimmer cardstock that has red in it. Let me go to my... Make a path here. I'm over on the other side of the room. I'll be right back. Oops. Finding my shimmer cardstock here. Here we go. Do I have a light blue in this one? I think the red is gone. Must have done a lot of scrapbooking with red. One moment. guess a trip to Michael's is in order. For some red 12 by 12 cardstock. Because I keep needing it and I don't have any. Alright, hold on. What did I do? Get rid of all my other... Okay, hold on. At least I've got the light blue in this one. Let's see if I can find the red or orange or limey green. Red. Yay. But they're not two the same. Well, that freaking sucks. Tim Holtz always does that. Never has two the same. That drives me bonkers. That's why I usually buy two of his books. Couldn't be any more annoying if it tried, really. See, scrapbooking is not just, you know, throwing down paper. See, and that's a little too pink. This'll work, though. This will work. That lime green will work, I think. Let's see. Okay, so that'll work for one page. It's a little too pinkish. Okay. All right, so for the other one, I'll use this other shimmer paper that I have. Unless I have good orange in my regular cardstock. Hold on. I'd rather use orange than blue, but well, let's see if I have orange. A good colored orange. Let's see. That's all like goldenrod orange. It's not really what I want. I want like primary orange. That's peach. Why is it with all this paper I never have the color that I want? Really. I mean, honestly. I've always used up the colors that I want. I've got one red. Never fails. All right. That's okay. I've got the color in here. That'll work. Oops. One has a bend in it, so I'm going to use these two. Thanks, Joan. Nice paper's just never the real color I want. Or not enough of the color I want. Okay, so I think, all right. Now I have to decide which one I want to use with the round and which one I want to use with the circle. I love that green with it. Maybe I should. The other green has more designs on it, but okay, so I think I'm going to use that on the green and these on the blue. Okay, so let's put that there. All right, so let's do this layout first with the circles. Now I have to decide exactly how I'm going to do it. Going to smooth this off a little bit where the perforations are, and I want to going to use my Stormy Sky ink pad here to just put a little color on the edges here so it's not white. I think it's my other blue ones over there. I have to make a new, I have to decide. I think I'm going to sell all of these regular distress ink pads. I don't use them very often. I use my Oxides and I use my Adirondack, my archival. So I think those are the ones I'm going to keep. So I still have to go through, do a final de-stash. So I'm not doing my yard sale this weekend. I still have to go through my storage room and the top shelves of my kitchen. I have lots of glasses and stuff that I'm going to get rid of. And so I'm going to wait until next weekend. Because I want to have everything ready to go out on that first yard sale. I'm just glad I can have it here so my cousin and I don't have to haul all my stuff up to her yard. I can just haul it out front of mine, and if she has a few things, she can take her stuff down here, but she's not likely to have as much as I have to get rid of because she already de-stashed when she was going through her parents' house. Oh, wait now. Oh, this one I need to do. Wait. Okay. So yeah, you have to like love working with paper and not worry about how many pages you get done. And oh, there are some scrapbookers that are just like, oh, they have to count. If they go to a crop, they have to count how many pages they get done. And oh, it's so important to count how many pages you get done. And it's like, really, people? All right, so I have an idea of what I may want to do here, which means I may want to cut these in half again. But I think I might want to do this like this. And then do a corner one. Like one in the corner. Like that. So it looks like another planet. What do you guys think? Yes, actually, CB, there is an app. Actually, someone created an app just for yard sales. And so then people can bring it up on their phone and it'll show them all the yard sales that are there for that day. And the GPS them to the yard sale. Plus, there's a site here called Kijiji, similar to your Craigslist. And people always check Kijiji. Plus, we put signs up on telephone poles. I laminate the signs and put them up on telephone poles with my address. And so we put those up. So I think I like that layout. And then maybe even a smaller piece in the corner. What do you think? I think I like that layout. I can't remember what the name of it is. I have to install it on my phone. My cousin has it on her phone. So I don't know if it's just in Canada or what, but anyway. But I would think if Canada has an app, that there must be an app down there somewhere. there's a lot of people who, you know, spend every weekend specifically, yeah, so these are, did I make them 11? I think it was 11, right? Yeah, so 5.5. Okay. Yeah, I'm going to cut the other one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to cut it in half. But then I want it quite a bit smaller. So let's cut 1.5 inches off each side. Oh, for goodness sakes. That's the only thing I hate about this one. You have to put your blade all the way up to the edge so it doesn't keep falling out, and I never do that. Yeah, I like that. Or do I like the smaller one here? Ooh, maybe. Smaller here. Which way do I like it? Okay, so I'm going to look at it that way again. Oh, cool, Norma. Which way do I like it? I like it this way, actually. All right, good. I think it draws the eyes in more with it this way. Which means I need my ink pad again to do these cut edges. flea markets is when you have a more formal setup with a bunch of people with their own booth or tables. We call them flea markets. Yard sales, just when you have people in their yard or garage or whatever. Garage sales or yard sales. Cleaning out your garage, so we call it a garage sale. Keep an eye on my roaming tape roll here. Hold on. You mean excuse your poor grammar, Norma. Not bad grammar. Poor grammar. Sorry, teacher in me. Okay. All right. Norma. I'm just teasing you. Normally I wouldn't correct, but I had to. Since you corrected yourself incorrectly, I thought I would correct you. Just teasing. Yeah, you know what, CB? That is the most difficult grammar thing for me to correct. Ending with a preposition. Restructuring your sentence, that was always the most difficult grammar rule for me. Oh, and it's like really trying to structure my sentence. Oh, that is the most difficult one and a pain in the butt. Yeah. Oh, yeah, right. Sure. Good try, Norma, but thanks. Oh, dear. Oh, I've got a piece of old tape. The old Scotch tape is just falling apart. Obviously not acid for your archival. Exactly, CB. Sometimes it's the only good way to say something. It's by ending with to or it. Or to or at or whatever. Your prepositions. Hold on. I did not get a very good sandpapering here on this edge. It's pretty scuffed up. Yeah, exactly. Exactly, CB. I mean, really, who would say that? Okay. I don't know. I almost like it that way. Okay, guys. I almost like it that way. Instead of with the half on the bottom. Because it kind of makes it more look like you're going up. A lot of the, I mean, it's going to be hidden anyway with pictures, but, I wonder. I definitely like it with the smaller one on the outside when I look at this way. No, I do. I like it this way. I think I'm going to do it this way. All right. So let's see what I'm going to put on these two. I'd CB putting the blame on Joan's ancestors. Exactly. It's all Shakespeare's fault. All right, so this has to go on that first page. And I think I'm going to make a pocket. This says I'm going to make a pocket for both of these, I think. All right, and there's my ticket. The bearer has toured the John F. Kennedy Space Center, Florida. It's our ticket. Okay, so I think it has more flow with the center one being on the bottom. Okay, so that's gonna go there. These 3 photos here. Then I only have 3 more. But that's okay, because I will add more. Hopefully, I can always print some offline. For now, I won't worry about that for now. So on this side, I'm going to make the pocket. Okay, I think I'll put the two of them like that. So I have to make a pocket there. And then these three will go over here. I know, CB, me either. They were in my old scrapbook, like, and I thought I lost them in one of my moves because I hadn't seen it since I moved out of my house. Or, yeah, actually since I moved out of the house. I thought it was from my last place I got lost. But no, it was, I haven't seen it since I got moved out of the house. And it got put somewhere where I found it when I was decluttering. So excited that I found it. My older sister thinks she lost her scrapbook in her the last flood. She's not sure. She has to look. Because she still has a whole bunch of stuff packed away in the basement from that last flood. Because they still have a little bit of work left to do on the basement. So Vehicle Assembly Building, it's called. Okay. And I mean, I'm fine with that tape stain on there. It just kind of adds a little character to it as far as I'm concerned. Okay, actually I want, am I going to write on this? No. I'll write on this. But I need... I'm going to keep those because I have an idea for those. All right, I want just one moment. I'm looking for piece of cardstock in the color I want to use for backing these. Okay, so I do have small red. Should I use red? Whoops. Or orange. It's not really as bright an orange as I would want. So, unless I have a brighter orange. I don't think I do, though. Or that green. Let's see. that yellow is a better yellow. Oh, I don't have any of the correct color. Oh. Just a minute though. This might be a better green. No, it's not. Okay. Therein lies the question. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe this is a better green. I think it is, actually. That is a better green. What do I want to use? Red, green, or yellow? I actually think I like the red with it. If I don't have orange, I like the red. Okay, I'm going to use red. Ooh. Oh, I got like half a piece of the right color orange. I used it on a different page. All right. Oh, cool, Twinster. Yeah, Norma, it's fun, isn't it? For years, I had my scrapbook in my antique music stand that went with our old original piano that we had at home. Okay, it's starting to move up, so I'm gonna just give it a little shove there. Oh, it's going around my roller improperly. All right, let's try this again. There we go. Yes, I will be glad when I'm done with this roll of tape. Hey, Judy, welcome back. Did you have a nice nap? Is that what you did? Were you napping? Working on my Kennedy Space Center layouts. Oh, I meant to take photos of my other ones before I put them back because I hate taking them in and out of the... Yeah, I definitely need new blades for my... for this trimmer. Definitely need new blades. Since I'm going to go back to using it. For now, I will just but I prefer not having to keep using my... And I don't know if I can order them on Amazon for cheaper than Michael's, because at least at Michael's I get 15% off. But it costs me a lot in a cab to go over there, so of course I can get my Wheels on Wheels if I book ahead. I'll ask my cousin, maybe she can drive me over tomorrow. Need 12 by 12 red cardstock and new blades for my trimmer. All right, so that's going to go there. All right. And that I'm going to be making a pocket for. So I can't do that until I put it in my... I'm pretty sure I don't... See? It's getting dang annoying. You know what I'm going to do? Okay, I'm going to break this. I'm going to put it on the other way and see if it works any better. I'm going to just... Oh, no, I can't. I can't. I'll just start a new roll. Okay. See, it's just not lined up on the thing properly. Kind of squished the thing a little bit, and let's make sure I get it down here all the way. That has something to do with it too. You have to get it on this one properly. See if it's any better. I just kind of squished it a little bit. I don't like to waste all that tape. So I'll just have to put up with it till I get through to the end of the tape. Of course, I always forget to put my thing on. Alright, so this needs a border. I'm going to have to write small because this is where I'm going to put the story about my sister falling asleep on the bus and missing the only good part about the Kennedy Space Center tour. Of course, I mean, granted, we were only 10, 11, and 12, so a lot of the history of NASA that we saw on the rest of the tour wasn't the most exciting thing, but actually seeing rockets and stuff, that was exciting. Oh, why didn't I do it over there? Jean, you're an idiot. Anyway. Going back to this one, we'll see if it's any sharper. And these are Project Life grid cards. Got them on sale. Oh no, she won't. She'll never live that down, Joan. Just like I won't live down my punching a garbage can story. All right, and I discovered that these cards have a 3/8 inch curve. So I use my 3/8 inch corner chomper. I would not live without. These are something I will never sell. They punch right through. Chipboard, just like nothing. Several layers of cardstock and a layer of even the medium weight chipboard. So yeah, no, I won't ever be getting rid of my corner chompers. One of the best tools I ever bought. And I have this one which has 1/8 inch corner rounder, 3/8, and then I have one that has a 1/2 and 1/4. So I've got like the 4 different corner sizes. I have a decal one. I have one that's a ticket stub. I should have rounded that one off too, but it doesn't matter. Oh no! Tell CB. Okay, so we were at a place on PEI. I was like 10 or 11, maybe 10, but I was little, so sheesh. Anyway, called Rainbow Valley. And there were some water slides. There was like pedal boats. There was a rowboat. Fun kid stuff, you know. Fairy tale things and a few little rides. Anyway, it was a fun day. So we had just done the rowboat and the swan pedal boats. We were going back to the trailer. Mom didn't come in with us because her feet were bad that day. So Dad came into the park with us. Anyway, we're on our way back to the parking lot. And from a distance, I saw this Bozo the Clown. And it was like one of those, you know, punching bags that you punch and it has the sand in the bottom, so it pops right back up. So I said to my sisters from about 25 feet away, I said on the run, while I was already on the run, they had no idea what I saw and what I was going to do. I said to my sisters, I said, look, I'll get this sucker down. And I went running with my fist and I punched this punching bag right in the nose. Boing! It was actually a garbage can, and his mouth was where you put the garbage in, but it was a Bozo the Clown that was a garbage can. My knuckles swelled up. My sisters are dying of laughing. My dad's like horrified, thinking everyone's going to think my child is wild and one, you know, anyway, it was just hilarious. So, of course, we get back to the motorhome and we had to tell Mom the story. Of course, by then I'm laughing my head off too. But yeah, so that's a, then about, I was about 20. I was still in university, so I was like 19 or 20 for Christmas. After we all opened our gifts, there was this one big box, huge box, still under the tree. And we had all opened, like, we always got one, you know, like, big gift that we wanted. And then a couple, board game and pajamas, whatever. So we'd already opened all our gifts. And I was like, who's that present for? And Mom was like, I don't know. You better check the tag, Jean. So I look at the tag and it said, to Jean. Love, Mom and Dad, Janet and Jenna. So I was like, really? what the heck is it? And it weighed quite a bit. So I opened the box and there's another wrapped present inside. Meanwhile, by this time, Mom and Dad and Janet are laughing their heads off. So I opened this next box. Oh, there was about 7 wrapped boxes and it came out this size. So I couldn't imagine what it was that was so heavy in this small box. I opened it up and it was one of those Bozo the Clown blow up punching bags. Well, we were all laughing and peeing our pants. We were laughing so hard. It took them like 11, 12 years to find one of these things. They had it planned ever since I punched this garbage can. Every year at Christmas time, they were looking for one of these punching bags, and it took them like 11, 12 years to find one for them to give me. Of course, it was even better because it took them so long because, anyway, hell. I know. Now remember, those of you watching my recording, if you don't know, I only have 10% vision. So all I saw was this Bozo the Clown. My eyes couldn't see that it wasn't plastic, that it was made of metal, until the point where I hit the thing. Anyway. So, yeah. Anyway. I can't decide whether I want to put these on the red or not. I really should. It will make them pop a little better, I think. Yeah, I think I will. I don't have to leave much edge on them. I'll just... Uh-oh, wait a minute. I may have to write this first. Jean. It's at Jean. It's Mom's handwriting. Oh my gosh. I can't hide that. I didn't. None of the others have writing on them, but that's Mom's handwriting. So I may have to poke a hole and do this as a flip. I may have to do I'm going to have to do a little hinge on it. Doors are 42 or 54 and 54 stories high. The different doors, they open. George counted 42 windows up the doors, but I thought he told us 54 stories high. George was the father of the other family that came. So I have to keep that. Oh, I know what I'll do. Hold on. I'm going to take a photo. I'm going to scan it. Just one moment. I'm going to scan the back, and then that way I can put Mom's writing. I'll scan it. Scanner's right here. Oh, that's strange, Joan. It just switched on you. That's hilarious. All right, one moment. Need to scan. I think these are 3 by 5. Let me measure. My scanner's just warming up. I may need to take another break in a moment, as my coffee's gone through me. I think 3 by 5 is the size I want here. No, 3.5. Wait, now 3.5. Yeah, 3.5 by 5.5. Yeah, that's what size these postcards are. 3.5 by 5.5, the same as the other ones. $600. Gonna put it on my desktop. Space Center, JPEG format, scan. And that means I'm going to need to open my Adobe Photoshop Elements. Oh, Judy, you must be still signed in somewhere else then. Maybe on your phone or something. Alright, and I don't want pixels, I want inches. I want 5.5 by 3.5. And open desktop. Kennedy Space Center. All right, I'm sorry you guys can't see what I'm doing, but I'm just opening this in Adobe so that I can print it off. And now I'm going to print on 4x6 borderless, 1 copy, print. Make sure it goes to cassette 1, photo popper, paper glossy, and print. Did she write on the rest of these? No. Just that one. All right. There. See? Scan and print. So now I can put it down without losing the back. Much easier than the other option. Okay. Shouldn't have chosen borderless because that expands the... I forgot to change the setting, but that's okay. That's fine. Actually, I think what I'm going to do is lay this... I'm going to trim this down. I want it to be the same size as this. I'm a stickler for things being... I'm a real... three by four, right? Yeah, 3 by 4. As long as I have Mom's writing part, that's all I care. Need the rest of the whole postcard thing. Oh, Judy, I know the feeling. Yeah, well, I've taken almost a week break. My cousin's coming over tomorrow. Tonight I have to do a little more sorting in here. But she's going to come over and help me with the glassware and stuff I have on the top shelves in my kitchen. And she's going to help me with the storage room to go through that. All right, I'm going to try and finish this before this particular layout before I finish. So it's time to eat. My tummy started talking to me. I was like, really? I didn't realize it was like 6 o'clock. 6 o'clock here. Yeah, that's better. Okay. Actually, I'm going to have to go and have a little chat with the potty people. So I will be right back once again. Okay, I'm back. All right. Oh, hi, Dr. Dot. Hello, hello. Cool, Dot. Oh, that's cool, Dot. I have an old, well, actually, it's not very old, a leather purse. A beautiful red leather purse. I loved it, except if it rained, the red dye, what do you call it? Spreads it. So I ruined one coat, one spring coat. Found out the hard way that it's not very waterproof, this leather purse. So I decided I'm going to actually use it for a journal cover at some point. So I've got it saved. All right, so I was about to start with these, wasn't I? All right. Let's do this one first. Oh, it doesn't really matter. Yeah, my mom friends of my mom's used to give her their old winter coats, adult winter coats, and a couple of different times she cut them down and made us our good church winter coats, our dress up winter coats from old coats. She just cut them apart and redo the pattern just from the pieces itself. Yeah, whatever I did, it didn't work. It's still messing up here. So I'll just fix it down. Hopefully just until this particular roll is done. Oh, hold on. That must be crooked or something, because there we go. Let's try this again. That's better. All right, so I need to trim a sliver off each of these two sides again. I'm used to knowing exactly where to line up on my Stampin' Up! Trimmer, and I used to know for this one, but it's been a while since I used it, so I'm still trying to get back to the knowing exact, because I know how much I like to leave on my edges. I like to just leave enough to make it pop, just like a 1/16 of an inch or whatever. I'll mess that up. Went over the edge. Okay, Kimberly. All right, now I got it. I got it. All right. Okay, thanks, CB, for being here. I'm almost finished here anyway. because I'm hungry. And I need to bake something for supper. Sure I've got the right side, and I do 3/8 corner work. Excuse me, works. Okay, so let's get these put on first. Judy. Oh my goodness. See, Judy, you were only missing a few days and we missed you in chat. Trying to stay ahead of it. Messing up. Well, it's the truth, Judy. I do not lie. I tell no lies. Well, hardly ever. But not this time. Actually, I think I'm going to line it up with those just like that. Because I think that's what's going to work. Okay, this one I can put on. This one I have to write on before I put it on. I need to write my story about my sister there. All right, before I go, I will make these pockets so that you guys can see how I make my pockets in my Okay, I need to measure my widest one here so I know. Okay, so it has to be at least 4 inches wide, the slot. Okay, so let's in this one. So don't forget, folks, Jen is streaming tonight, showing her gifts and stuff that the ladies brought her. So 9 o'clock Eastern tonight. By the way, this is Thursday, May the something. 21st, 22nd, 23rd, 24th. May 24th. Oh, Queen Victoria's birthday. Happy birthday, Queen Victoria. We already celebrated. Monday was our holiday weekend for Queen Victoria's birthday. Okay, where is... Put my ruler back in there, and I didn't want to, so I need to take, where is it? There we go. Actually, I can use my small one. I've got this small healing self-cutting mat that I use for this specific Okay, I just need the larger one. So I'm going to have to put something up there, but that's okay. I can cut something out. Well, Joan, we do because Queen Victoria was the queen who signed Canada's Confederation. So she was the one who signed our Confederation bill to allow us to self-govern. So that is the reason we celebrate Queen Victoria's birthday. So I just need my black marker here to put a couple of dots where we need to have some dots. And I'm going to have to put a little kind of stopper down here too, I think. We'll see. So what I'll do is I'll do the slot right about here. And I'll just put like an 1/8 inch on either side. Well, as long as I have one dot, that's all that matters, because I have a grid here, so. I want to put that there. should just turn it up the right way so it's easier for me. Oh, darn it, I went crooked, but oh well. Not that it matters that much. Okay. Now I'm going to use, see, there's a reason why I kept these little pieces here. There, I want to get that edge better. Alright, so I can do 3/4 of an inch because that's 1.5 inches. So I'll just go right down the middle here. Oh shoot, should have done this before I took the tape off, but anyway, need to do the edges. And that's just to reinforce that slot, and I got a dang wrinkle in the sugar. Should be able to get it up since it's just on plastic. Fix that wrinkle. Not quite ready to do this one down here because I still need to be able to take my page out because I'm going to add something here. But at least I'll show you what it's going to look like. So I've got 2 flyers somewhere. Where's the second one? There it is. So now I now have a little pocket here. Oops, which may not be quite wide enough. See, I don't really want it to go all the way down, so I'm going to take this piece and I'm going to put it here. And I'm actually just going to tape, or I may actually just put tape. I may actually just put tape there. And tape the plastic to actually the, no, but then that causes, then this will stick. That's why I should have put it down a little low. But anyway. Oh no, Judy. Yeah, not fun getting knots out of floss, embroidery floss. Not at all. So I'm going to go in and I think I'll cut this guy out. I'm going to cut this rocket out. I'm going to cut this rocket out and put it there. So. And so then my next pages will use this. And I will, if I work on them tonight, I have to do a little decluttering after I eat. But if I work on this set tonight, I will tweet the results. But these 2 pages are going to be like this. Thanks, Joan. Thanks, Judy. I think so. Yeah, me too. And it's perfect for these pages, right? So I may have to buy some more space ones for Till. I have to buy some dinosaur ones for Till too. But anyway, for Till's photos. And I don't know what for Eliza. Eliza just likes everything. She loves Pet Patrol, but I don't know if she likes cats and dogs, so I could do. Okay. So thanks everyone for coming. And I'm going to go and grab something to eat. And